Hello! I guess Happy New Year. I'm filming this, we are the Christmas Eve, it's 24th of December, and I'm about to finish my gift wrapping for Christmas, and that means some of this will not be available after now, so that's why I wanted to film today to reflect on my 2025 knits, and as you might know, I love making lists and ranking things, so I'm gonna look back at all of my knits from the year and rank them. Without further ado, let's start, because there is a little few, like I think 1, 2, 7, I think I have 12 finished projects this year, which is a pretty good number. I started again knitting in March 2025, so I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, let's start by sharing the what are the categories. My first category is would I love it, I would knit this again. I want to make more of it. The second category is I'm so happy I have this done. I'm very happy with the finished project, but I don't think I would make another one. Third category is it's okay, good learning experience, but I didn't love the process or not loving the finished project. And fourth is, should I frog it? Maybe to be frogged. I think that's good. First one is this, my very first finished project, my very first pattern to follow, and it's this Sophie's scarf by PetiteKnit. It's a very easy pattern to follow, but it was my very first pattern, and I didn't know how to make like an I-cord, and I read the pattern wrongly, meaning this actually doesn't have an I-cord, it's just rolling on the last few, because I was not doing what was needed to be done to make the I-cord. Anyway, I still like it. I would definitely not make it with this error again. The color is not the best color for me, and I would put it in the third category. It's okay, I like it, but the finished product could be better, and I would not make, like if I were today, I don't know if I would make it again with this color and so on, but I like it. This was also like, I was afraid of using a beautiful yarn that I bought, the cashmere, Cardiff cashmere. This is in a just yarn that I took at my grandma's, so I don't know where it's from. It's not super soft, it's not itchy either. I'm assuming it's some acrylic or other synthetic fiber, so it's not super warm either, so that's why. But it was made as a training, so it served its purpose well, and I'm still glad I have it. After making the training one, I straight away started with the actual Sophie scarf with the Cardiff cashmere. The yarn is super expensive in my opinion, but it's so soft. It really is very soft. I really enjoy it. I enjoyed knitting with it. I'm glad I did the training, because at that point I understood what was wrong with my I-cord, and so this one turned out very well. I wasn't sure how useful it would be to have such a small scarf, but now we are having a very warm winter so far, and so very often it's not that cold, and I don't want to have like a huge scarf because it's not that cold. That's actually perfect. I've surprisingly reached out for this very often for those two, the first reason that I mentioned, that it's perfect for a bit of a between season, or like, you know, a bit warm winter day, but also the fact that it's red. When I'm having a bit more of a plain outfit without color, it's a very nice pop of color. So I don't think I could be much happier with this. Like it's pretty perfect. I don't know if I would make another one for myself, but I would definitely consider making this as a gift knit, because it's not that long to make, it's fairly simple to follow, and you know, it's not super extravagant, but I think pretty everyone could like it. So I would put it in the first category, would do this again. Yeah, I think it deserves the hype. It's so easy to follow, it's great as a first pattern, it goes quickly, it's entertaining because you're always counting to increase or decrease, so there's no dull moment. Very good. The third one was this orange bandana. It's not a pattern, it's I just kind of invented, like just wanted to make a triangle, practicing my increases and making some texture on it, so it's really a practice. I wear this a lot, it's probably my most worn knit thing of the year. It's stretched out a bit, so now like where I place the button and when the hole is, it's a bit big for my head. Maybe I should wash it again, and so it's like you know, it wouldn't be so stretched out. I don't know. Realistically, if I was to do it again, I would probably change quite a few things and make the triangle a bit bigger, because it's still quite small. Like, you know, just increase more often to have a bigger triangle at the end. But I really like it. I really like the finished product. I wear it a lot, even though the color is not really a color grade for me. So I would put it on the second category. Love the product, wouldn't make it again, or not like that, but love the product. Okay, now I think the only one I don't have on me was a headband for my cousin, and I'll put a photo if I find it. This was also not following a pattern, and honestly it's not that great. Now when I reflect on it, it's a bit too narrow, it's just one strand. I used a cheapish yarn that was a single ply that I didn't really enjoy working with, and if I'm not wrong, was it in like, I don't remember if it was in stockinette or in a ribbing, but either way it was quite thin, so I don't know how warm it is. Like I would need to ask her if she wears it, because yeah, I think it could be much better. I don't have it with me, so I'm obviously not gonna be able to frog it. So if I had made like it for myself, I would have maybe considered frogging it. So yeah, I'll put it in this category still, because it's not my, I'm not very proud of that, and I think it couldn't be made much better. Then we have my first and only garment for the year, and it is a summer knit. It's the Soul Top by Rows Knitwear. This one I just regret using this yarn. I wish I had bought some cotton yarn or linen yarn that would just have made this a lot more wearable. I'm not, it's wrong way in. First, I'm not a fan of the color. I'm not a fan of the color on me. The yarn is 100% acrylic, so it gets very sweaty, but at the same time, it's definitely a summer thing. I think I was intimidated by starting my first garment, my first bigger piece, so I didn't want to use a very expensive yarn. So as a training piece, I'm happy with it, but I don't get a lot of wear out of it, because I'm like, it needs to be cold enough that I don't sweat in it, but not too cold that I would wear a sleeveless t-shirt, you know? And so it's a bit of a tricky situation, and I don't think it's gonna age very well. I haven't worn it a lot, but I can already see that at the underarm it's like felting, or I don't know if the word is felting, but yeah, I don't see a very having a very long life, unfortunately. It works relatively quickly, I guess. The body is, it was the first time again I'm still making a garment, so the body felt a bit long, but it's stockinette, so it's like, you know, a bit of a brainless work, so it's not that bad. And then as soon as you arrive at the armhole, it became super entertaining. So I like the project. One other thing is, it's just that I feel like it's too basic for me to spend that much time on a t-shirt. You know, like I feel like if I'm gonna spend that much time, I need to choose very wisely what I spend my time on to be something that I'm so happy at the end, that I would want to wear often, and that I wouldn't just be like, okay, it could be bought from anywhere. I feel like this one, no shade to the designer, it's a great basic, but I don't know if that's what I want to make. You know, like, again, I'm not like making multiple finished projects per month, so I don't know, I don't think I want to focus on basics, because yeah, I'd rather have like kind of more unique pieces or more interesting pieces, and this is definitely not one of it. I'm not gonna frog it, I'm still happy with it. It's my first garment. I would put it in the third category. It's okay, I wear it sometimes, but I'm not in love with the finished product, and I wouldn't make it again. Right, then my second, this is a gift knit, so I definitely need to weave this one end. This is from my godmother. I made it back in July, and I'm gonna give it tomorrow for Christmas. This was so fun. This, I think, I would definitely put it in the first. I think it's called the Lulu headband, something like that. I'll put the name in. This was just so entertaining to make. It's made on double pointed needles, which I enjoyed. It was my first time using double pointed needles, my first time doing a color work. My tension is probably not the best, so the color work is sometimes a bit invisible, but for a first time, I'm very happy with it. And contrary of the one I made earlier for my cousin, this is like double layer because it's worked on it as a tube. And so this, I believe, would be much warmer, even though this is made with the acrylic gray yarn. So yeah, I'm much happier with this, and I will put it in the first category. I would definitely do it again. It was so entertaining. I did it in I think in like 3 days, because I dropped everything else I was doing just to make this, because it was so pleasant. So yeah, first category. Then I think we have, I don't know if it's work as a finished object. I think it does. It's like a wall decoration, like kind of a tapestry, is it? I don't think I'll ever block it. I'm too afraid of ruining this. I'm very attached to this yarn that I bought 8 years ago when I was living in New Zealand. This is too special for me, so I'm gonna leave it like that. I think I still also haven't, you know, placed it in the wall. And yeah, I have nothing. I love making this. It was very pleasant. I'm looking forward to make a cable sweater after this, and I love the color as well. This goes straight to my would do this again. I want to make like more wall tapestry. Of course, I don't have huge place, so don't know if I have a lot of space to put another, but you know, it was so pleasant. I really enjoyed it. Then we have a kind of a Sophie scarf, but you can see that it's much bigger and much wider than a Sophie scarf. So I just followed the pattern and kind of winged it to make it bigger. I was a bit careless with it, so this side looks okay. This one is a bit wonkier, you can see, so I wouldn't make it that same way, but I would definitely consider making another one, like just a much bigger Sophie scarf for like hold a month. Of course I wouldn't use this yarn because this is again the gray acrylic I have from my grandma. I think I would do it again, but not that this careless. Happy with the finished result though, so I would put it in the second category. I'm happy with it. I wouldn't redo it like that or with this yarn, so you know, it's a bit too much things to change to put it in the first category. But yeah, second one I think is good. Again, have to weave this in today because I have to pack it. Then we move on to my first pair of socks. It's the I'm So Basic sock by Samali. It's a free pattern. I enjoyed it. I don't think I would do this again, simply because it's on such small needles. It's on 2.25 needles, I think. So it took me over a month to make these, and it's just one pair of socks at the end of the day. I feel like it's too much time and effort for one pair of footwear that you barely see. And now I took so much time that I don't even wear it. So I like it. I really love the finished product. It's very beautiful, everything I wanted, but would not make it again. So second category for that. And I really have to block them and wear them. Like, what's the point? Anyway, we are arriving at the end of the year now. Second to last gift knit is a beanie that will be for my father. I followed a pattern that I, for the life of me, could not find again. I don't know where it is. I've tried to find it back. Sorry for the designer. But yeah, it was a free pattern. I think it was called like Fisherman Hat or something like that. It looks very cool. I would definitely do it again. But I made some mistakes for sure in the decrease part, so it looks not so neat. But it's okay. It still wears pretty fine. I'm hesitating a bit between, you know, this finished project. I think it's okay because it's not neat at all. I think I'm mistakes like the type of decrease too, though I don't know exactly. But the pattern in itself was very nice, very fun to follow. I'm not really liking doing ribbing, but outside of that, okay, you know what? I'll put it in. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna frog it. I like the result, but it could be really much better. And yeah, I'm not 100% happy with the product. I really like the process, but again, it's ribbing, which is not my favorite, so it's okay. And then, second and last pair of socks. This is also a gift knit for one of my uncle, which I have a Syncret Santa. Same old, I need to weave in the ends. I'll do that straight after. This was much faster to do because it's on much bigger needles. It's on 3.5. It's the Sunday socks by PetiteKnit. I think it was very clear what to do at what steps. The other one as well. This one was not free though, when the other pattern was. I don't know what to say much more. I would consider doing it again. I just dislike so much, there's too much ribbing for a sock. And I don't like doing ribbing. I don't like switching between knit and purl. So I think if I were to do it, I would probably kind of decide to stop the ribbing at some point. Like maybe then follow more like this, like with ribbing just on the top, and then switch to stockinette. But with this size yarn and this size needles, I think. Otherwise, I think I like the heel here a bit better. Here it's just really in the back, which I think looks a little odd. Anyway, that's a very small detail. So I would not do them again like that, just because of the amount of ribbing. That's not my favorite activity. Otherwise, I'm very happy with the finished project. So I'll put them in the second category. And final, I mean, technically, I still need to weave in the ends on this one as well, but it's a pair of slippers. They are called the simple garter stitch slippers, something like this, which is really, really simple. I did it when I was waiting for buy some yarn for my socks and tried out some color work. I made, oh, this is wrong way around. This is really not a very beautiful work. I mean, I was learning basically kind of like in Darja technique. I'm glad with the results. They will be worn at home, of course. Probably I'll put them in, they're okay. You know, I won't frog them, I'm happy with them. I don't think I'll make them again. Actually, I might lie, maybe I'll make some more. because they are just so quick to make. So it could be a good gift knit, again, to make like just quick little slippers. I might as well do just a few at the entrance for my house, like we ask people to remove their shoes usually, and so that could be a good option to say, like, if you want, you can put those slippers on. Maybe. Will I actually do this? I'm not sure, but maybe. So yeah, in the meantime, this specific pair with this pattern, it's okay. And that's all. That's all of my finished projects for the year. There's a bit of everything, mostly accessories. As a beginner, I find it a bit easier, less daunting to start. Now I have such a craving for actual garment. I'm making my first vest now, and after that I think I'm gonna jump straight on my first sweater, because I've done a lot of accessories this year and I loved it, but I feel ready to start with bigger pieces now. So that's where we're at. I think if I review overall, I think like it's been a pretty successful year, and I'm more into knitting that than ever. I just completely fell in love with it this year, and I'm really looking forward for next year and everything I'll be able to do. I think I'm gonna make a video soon about knitting wish list for 2026, not in terms of specific patterns, but rather technique or stuff like, I don't know, like wanting to make a sweater will be on it, for example, and stuff like that. So yeah, stay tuned for that if you could be interested in this. Thank you for watching it until the end if you're still here, and have a good day. Bye.